Hi everyone, welcome back to Message from Your Guide. Today is March 6, 2024, and this is the 10th edition of this video. Welcome back. My name is Karen Kartika, transformational coach and holistic healer, here to illuminate the path to spiritual journey, manifestation, creating the life that you want, as well as living in your best physical self. I am very passionate about healing the body, especially in self-healing, because all of this journey is related. If you don't have the health, you can't really manifest the life that you want. But at the same time, if you're not in the path of your purpose or really living, creating the life that you want, your health can also get affected. So how can we bridge the two? Well, watch for more videos that coming from my way as I'm formalizing what I want to communicate and share with you, so that each of the video moving forward, as an addition to this message from the guides, could be beneficial for you. Okay. All right, let's get into today's reading. We are in the period of the dark moon period. And we are approaching the new moon that is going to happen in approximately 3 and something days on March 10th, 2024 at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will translate into 2 a.m. in Pacific. And if you're on the other side of the globe, well, you figure it out. Why am I trying to calculate this in this video? Okay, so what does that mean to be in this moon period where things are getting dark? Is if you go outside, you start to notice that the moon is starting to hide. The face is starting to get really dark, and you're probably only starting to see a sliver of the moon. And that's why I feel like since last week, I've been telling you about self-reflection or going inward. And until the moon period, this is a great time to do so. And this new moon is happening in the sign of Pisces. Pisces, especially as a ruler of the 12th house, signify the subconscious mind. So going inward means that you're tapping into that area of you that is 80% of your consciousness, actually, because your consciousness is only about 15 to 20%. That is always giving you the analysis, rationale, common sense, and just a way to operate in the world. But 80% of your mind is actually in the subconscious mind. That's why you can breathe, you can take a shower, you can drive automatically. You don't have to think about it. You can cook, you can lift up a pen without you have to think of, okay, how am I going to lift a pen? Because the 80% of that mind is like your computing power, the one that just spit out information despite you having to control it. Now, if this operating system is working the way that you want it, then everything in your life will just become automatic, right? Whatever that you want to achieve is just you're gonna get result right away. But most of us do not have the operating system the way that we want it, as we're manifesting the life that we want. So because of that, sometimes our manifestation doesn't work. We want something, but we keep bringing out things that some people call it sabotaging, right? We say we want to quit eating sugar, but we keep looking for sugar, or somehow we always drive passing by a cafe that has this delicious cookies that when you pass by, there's no way that you're not stopping there. So this type of behavior is part of your unconscious mind. And that's why this new moon period, this time approaching the new moon, is a great time for you to do work in your subconscious, making sure that whatever it is that you want to achieve is in alignment with your subconscious programming, so that it makes it easier for you to achieve it, because your mind, the 80% of the mind that really will push you and drive you toward that goal, is not going everywhere. It's actually focused in making sure that you get what you want, right? And this new moon period, it so happened that it's happening in between Saturn and Neptune and Mercury. So as we know, Saturn is very structured, right? Although in Pisces, it can get really slippery because trying to create a structure in the water element, it's not easy, yeah? And Neptune has been in Pisces, which is the ruler of Pisces, as well as Mercury. Um, well, Mercury is kind of like the small Neptune. Neptune's the big one. Mercury rules your self-expression and your mind as well. Well, Neptune is more on the consciousness of everyone. So with Mercury and Neptune being so close to each other, and Mercury is moving sign, the moment that new moon happened, Mercury is moving sign. What does this mean to you? This is the time where when you are when you want something, make sure that you really is visiting this vision, this goal, and making sure that it is exactly what you want to achieve. And this is not a time to be wishy-washy or imagining something that you yourself are not saying yes to, that you're like, oh, it's good to win $1 million lotteries, but inside of you, you're like, I actually don't like winning a lottery. I want something that I feel it's meaningful to me, that how the way that I get it is meaningful. So if it's not something that you really want, and it's not something that is pragmatic, meaning practical in your life, that is something that is grounded in your life. In my writing prior coming into putting this video, I mentioned something about the apple tree, right? Apple tree will grow apples. Apple tree will continue being an apple. We'll never wish to be an oak tree. So same thing as your wish, your goal, this new moon, recommitting to your goals, this new moon, is to ensure that whatever it is that you want is in your nature. That's why in your spiritual journey, make sure that you really know and understand who you are, what your strength, what your weaknesses, what your purpose, and anything. I mean, those are kind of like the trendy words, right? As simple as what brings you joy. Like when you're doing it, you're like, ah, yes, I love it. There's a vitality that comes with that energy. Those are the kind of dreams and goals that you need to start revisit and bring it back into the drawing board. In fact, on March 9th, prior to the new moon, make sure that you give yourself a time to dream, to write down in your journal, or if you want to make a vision board, or you just want to go to Pinterest and start putting, images together. That's going to be a great time to do so. And again, as you're dreaming it up, make sure it's something that you really, really desire and it is within your nature, and feel the groundedness of the dream, meaning that it feels good in the body. It feels good embodying it. It feels so good, and it feels, it makes you coming to life when you're imagining yourself achieving all of this that you desire. For those of you who are in entrepreneurials or in a space where you're looking for a new job, make sure that whatever it is that you wish next is not something that's just like, oh, it looks good on paper. Because I guarantee you the next few months, if you see yourself as just like, oh, it looks good on the paper, it might, again, right, between what you want with the subconscious, if it's not in alignment, what you want and your nature is not in alignment, it's going to continue creating frictions for you. So just be very careful about that. And Yeah, dream as big as you want, but dream as big as you want, and keep it real. Keep it in your body, keep it grounded, and you will start seeing things opening up for you um, as the year goes into more deep in this beautiful energy that we're opening up to. 2024, as you know, is there's a lot of opportunity, but there's going to be a lot of challenges as well. So the call to be positive, optimist, but also grounded will help you to maneuver and adjust and be flexible throughout this time, because the opportunity will arrive to you in time that is perfect, and and at the right time, the right opportunity that may sometimes not exactly as you picture how things are going to come to you. So optimism, hope, trust, surrendering in the universe, and as well as grounded in the body, so you don't feel like you're just going on a circle and not getting anywhere. So very, 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 very important to be able to know how to embody groundedness in the body, embodying stillness, embodying wholeness, vitality, joy. And I feel that's why I want to speak more about um, managing your energy in the body physically with your health, and yeah, mind, body, spirit. That's my next um, sharing that I will want to do aside from this video. Okay, and with this new moon, one more message before I go into the cards. Right before the new moon happening, we are going to experience what we call a big portal. It's Mars square Uranus. Now, as you know, Mars and Uranus are two very masculine energy, if I may say. And with the two of them creating a square, I like to call it portal. An opening of a portal can sometimes be a little bit shocking. And Uranus is that planet that likes to create shocks. So again, this is why the energy asking you to, yes, keep it optimistic, keep it positive, keep it big, really desiring, as you know, whatever it is you want, but keep it really grounded. Make sure this is something that you really want, not just it looks good on the paper and it's shiny, or it's according to what so and so you know leaders or whoever that you look up to, or whether it's I'm I don't want to judge, but I think you know what I mean. Like, if it doesn't feel like it's grounded in you, the trendy word is that it's not authentic to you, then really be careful what you're inviting. Because with Mars and Uranus, this is a disruptive energy. It works almost kind of like a wake up call. And this is actually a wake up call for a lot of you who are still putting yourself in the back of not showing up fully as who you are. Okay? Because this is the year that we are being asked to come into full fruition to our own self-expression, to who you are authentically. So this new moon, really with the ninth opening up this portal, you just have to enter with the gusto and say, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I want, and I will not bow down until I get what I want. And however it is that's going to come your way, but I am sure of who I am, and this is what I want. And this is time for you to hold tight to this. Doesn't mean that you have to be stubborn and then you become like attached to a certain idea that what you want has to come in a way that only right for you. No, like the energy needs to still like open big, showing up to the world, being your authentic self. embracing what's in front of you, being ready with whatever challenge that's gonna come your way, part of because you really want something super big for yourself, right? Because this energy with this portal is not just gonna affect you. The more that you are in your authentic flow, you are part of the energy that will influence the cosmic, the whole entire consciousness. If you ever watch the entrainment theory video, which I can definitely link one underneath here in on my writing portion, is that when an energy, or like a pendulum, right? You let it swing for a moment, and you let another pendulum, and the pendulum will of course swing on a different direction. But at one point, the pendulum will swing at the same time, the same direction, and the same rhythm. That's entrainment, and that's how energy work. So the more of us that are awakened in the energy of authenticity, being yourself, being who you are, being, self-expressive, the way that you need to self-express yourself, working your purpose, serving the world, this energy is the one that will create the energy that we're stepping into fully for years to come. These are moments by moments by moments where we are being called to be part of the entrainment that will create everything that we desire, right? Peace, harmony, living side by side without having to judge who you are, who I am, race, colors, religion, and whatnot. Being one with everyone in a sense that I know what I have. I can work with you because part of you is part of me, and part of me is part of you. And this is what will create the world, the new world that everybody's been talking about so much. And the new world is not something that is outside of us. The new world comes from because we're so connected deep in our heart, deep with our soul, with our divinity, with God, and being in unity with the universe. And this is our part who are being awakened. And if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure that you're also in this journey like me, in being part of this awakened souls to help illuminate the world and ushering the new chapters that we've wanted so much from a long time ago. So really, I know that's kind of like high level. If you're not in there, just know that whatever actions, thoughts, whatever you say, communicate, or express, especially during this few days toward the new moon, and whatever it is that you enter the new moon with, it's going to affect not just you, but the people around you and the whole world. So please, 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 please enter this time with positivity, with being true to yourself, with really trusting that you are more than you know who you are, or you think or believe you are, and usher that dreams of the world that you want to live in. Usher who you are in that part of the world that you want to live in. So that's the message that wants to be channeled and coming through. And let's get into the cards. Okay. As usual, I am going to show you 3 different cards, and I'm going to show you the back of the card first, and then after that, you can choose which card resonate with you, and then I'll show you which each of the card, what it means for you, especially for this new moon. And there will be 2 cards for each of the card. So when you pick card 1, there'll be 2 cards, but the second card will be just as an energy in the background. That's something that you have to let go of. So the first card will shows you what you need to embrace, the energy that you need to embrace more, and the other one's going to be the energy that you want to let go. Okay, ready? Card number 1. Take a deep breath in and deep and breathe out. And tune in to the card. You might want to close your eyes and start noticing what shows up. Colors, words, feeling, sensations in the body, in your energy centers, wherever they are, just take a note. And then allow the energy to show you whether it's a big yes or is it a big no, or none of the above, which usually is a no. All right, so going to the second card. Deep breath in and out. Notice if anything shows up to you, sensation, pictures, words. Wonderful. Notice if there's any sensation arriving in your body or in your energy centers. And see if it's a big yes for you, or is it a big no for you? Wonderful. Card number 3. Deep breath in and out. Allow the cards to speak to you through words, through sensation, through images, colors, and notice where it lands on your body or energy center. And notice if it's resonating with a big yes or a big no. Wonderful. All right. Okay. Gonna take my note out. Okay, ready? The first one is Skin Tilai. And if anybody knows my blog on Substack, I name it with this because it's also called the Sparks of Light. And this is it's so resonating with the new moon. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Resonate with this new moon because we are the light that needs to come through during this new moon. The numerology of this card is 46. 4 plus 6 is 10. Wholeness, divine orders. What 1 plus 0, which is what makes 10, equal to 1, which is newness, movement, possibilities, confidence, also power and action. So this is an energy that shows up for you if you pick card number 1, that wants you to take a moment to find your inner inspiration, that spark of light inside of you, and embrace it. If you've noticed yourself in the last few days, week, that you've been going around in circle, or you've been so distracted by so many things and nothing feels right, or you're starting to feel like, oh, I need another program that I need to go to, or whatever it is, take a moment going into the new moon, especially on Friday the 9th. Use the energy of the Uranus and Mars to break apart, shake up, shake down everything that is no longer serving you, all the things that makes you believe that you don't have what it takes to be who you are, to be the spark of light for yourself and others. Okay? Clarity and vitality is within you. It's within your grasp. All you have to do, maybe move your body, shake your body, do a big stretch or a long walk or runs, or take a Thai boxing. Just let all those energy out of your body. If you like painting, was listening to this podcast. Just I love the way that they describe painting as using the paintbrush and the canvas as a way of directing the energy to release whatever it is that you need to release, or to renew the energy of commitment of what it is that you desire. So use your magical tools, pen, paintbrush, magical tools like your body, your breath, your mind, to realign whether what you want inside is what you want to see outside of you, because your reality is just a reflection of who you are inside. So the inside needs to spark with light. This is a card to also signifies a new beginning. This is a card that also wants you to embrace transformative actions. That means start taking stock of your habits, behaviors, thoughts, what you express. Are they in alignment with who you want to be, the reality that you want to create in your life? Make sure you pay really good attention to all of that. One way to also reignite this is to notice that you are magic. It's magic within you. You're not just this physical body. You are magic. So really have courage and pursue your goals with the aliveness. After the Pisces season going, after this new moon, guess what? Mercury is going to Aries. The sun is going to follow through after that. And all the other planets, we are ushering the new beginning of the astrological new year. And the fire is going to get lit up again. So be really ready with your inner light. Reignite it. Even if it's small right now, tender it. Give it the space to become bigger. Make sure that everything is clean so that the fire can get bigger. Make sure that your psyche, your mind, your living space, your body is free from things that has been weighing you down. So take a moment this week to really clear those out and make sure that you are writing down all that you want. I want clients. I want vitality in my body. I want my blood test showing up as, all 100% great. I want my energy to be at 200 than what I am today. I want to have real, partnerships that is fulfilling. Whatever they are, really put them in your journals or things that you can see every day, and every day look at those lists and say, this is who I am. This is what I want. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now, what do you need to let go as the invitation, the energy that you have to embrace? I said have, because you know what? I'm not going to say should. No, this is what you are receiving. Embrace it. And what you have to let go is sugar. Oh, look at the glistening. Look at how pretty it's shining. Now, because this is what you need to let go, just be very careful with the shining object. Shining object syndromes, sugars. It looks so good. I don't have any problem with sugar. I like sugar. I like sweet stuff. But a lot of the sweet that we have in our food today are so manufactured. The same thing with the happiness that are created as a trend on social media is superficials. So are you into the superficial pleasures because you're thinking and believing, oh, that looks great. I need to be like that influencers. Or can you actually finally figure out what it is that give you pleasures, what give you joy, and own it, and make sure that is something that lit up, part of what lighting up your inner light. So let go of the superficiality, let go of any distraction that looks like, oh, it's so good, it's so pretty, it's so. No. Find the contentment in within yourself, in the simplicity of being who you are. That's what's important. Be who you are. Be in the place where you're kind of like, this, I just love this. I just love being me. I love just staring outside of the window and looking at the trees and giving myself time just to do that. That is sugar, natural high that you probably have been craving within yourself that you have not given yourself because you're so busy in obtaining all of these things that you think and believe will give you that sweetness inside. So change it, reframe it, find another way of fulfilling that sweetness within you. And remember, this is who you are. This is who you are and the energy that you're embracing for this new moon and could be forever because this is who you are. Okay? All right. Card number 2. All right. The first one is Pneuma or breath. Numerology is 36, 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is about completion, but it's not fully completion or completion that is ready to go for another next step. Is also numerology 9 is about spirituality, spiritual guide, transformation, wisdom. And a lot of people who are in a ninth path always drawn into humanitarian works. So this is very, I'm just looking at the card. It's just so beautiful, isn't it? It's almost kind of like this, right? Where it's the inner light that just like ablaze with joy, with sparkles. And the breath card, it also has that wisdom, that depth of colors, the blue, the almost kind of like purple, red, yellow. I mean, this has every color in the energetic centers and it just go out. It shines to everywhere. There's even a, I don't know if this earth or moon, but you got my point. This is embodying the inner wisdom. Well, the other one's the inner light. This is the inner wisdom. So if you're receiving this, this is asking you to get in touch with that wisdom within, the life force within, because breath is life force. Breath is what makes us alive. Without the breath, we're dead, right? So experience every breath as coming back to you, as coming back and relaxing into you, in rediscovering every part of you that you probably have been shaming, or you've been masking, or you've been trying to dress up to look better. This is to let go of all those shame and disbelief of all part of you that actually are the wisest part of you. Because those part that you felt ashamed of to embrace are actually the parts that are showing you the way to be your wisest self, to mature into your path, to take ownership of what works, what doesn't work, to take ownership of your expression, take ownership of your action, take responsibility if your action is in misalignment with your value, with who you are, and being mature to fix it if it does not go into an alignment. Okay, so with breath, there's always a rhythm in and out. It's almost kind of like it's not natural if you go unless you are doing breath work. So allow this rhythm to also guide you, to know when you need to relax, to take a break, know when you need to push, to take actions, and allow the breath to also show you where it is that you're storing your energy or destroying your energy. Allow the breath to show you where you need to nourish yourself more. Allow the breath to show you when you're tensing up or stressing out, because that's giving you the notification that, ooh, your nervous system is taking a hit now. And then when the nervous system is taking a hit, if you don't know how to relax the nervous system, the stress is going to be carried to in your body for a long time. And when your nervous system gets hits over and over and over and over again, it creates trauma. And that's what creates tiredness. And that what also creates illness. So make sure that you really take care of your nervous system, be with your breath, allow the breath to lead you to where you need to be more gentle with yourself, nourish yourself, listen to yourself more, noticing the inner wisdom inside. Relax, let go, and allow your highest wisdom, which is your higher self, to show up, to show you, hey, gentle soul, this is where we're going to go. There's no pushing, there's no efforting, allowing the higher self to lead. The effort comes when you know that you need to take action, but it will be so gentle. Like the moment that you find your wisdom and allow it to be present within you, the energy is just out to show, hey, I'm here. And when this energy is so strong, it works almost kind of like a magnet that draws in everything and anything that you need in this moment. Everything and anything that put you in the right path, anything and everything that will support you on your path, and including those who need your support. Because in the universe, there's always an exchange, right? In and out. The same with breath, in and out. So the more that you receive, the more that you give. The more that you give, the more that you receive. So allow your breath to show you, trust the magic within you, that the life force, it's not about holding like, oh no, I need to heal myself. I still have a lot of things that I need to fix in myself. Your healing journey doesn't mean it stopped the minute that you say, oh, I'm over. No, the healing journey continue whether or not you say you're healed completely. Your healing journey can always continue as the moment that you say, I'm healed enough and I can share, I can live, I can show up, I can share my vitality, I can let go of all the stress response, I can let go of all the trauma and allow the life force to take over you, give you the vitality that you need, and be as a guide to others. Because this is also a card that wants to show you that you have what it takes to be a guide for others. Now, what you need to let go. The new pearl. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's created inside of oyster or clam and creates out of a friction. However, with this one, because you need to let go, there's a lot of things that is still undone. The work is still underway. It's not there yet. The pearl is not pearl. It's still an idea, it's still a concept. So if you're trying to bypass certain areas in your life right now because, I need to all I'm embracing this new identity because I need to step in as blah blah blah. While in fact, deep inside you, you know that you're not ready. This kind of contradiction is sometimes what then create more problems in the future as imposter syndrome. Okay, be patient. Desire for immediate results will probably be met with more conflicts. So be really realistic with who you are, where you are right now. Find out what the real problem is, not some kind of illusions of a problem, but what's in front of you. What is your real struggle? What is not moving? What is not working? And take actions on that first before you trying to wrap yourself around and in thinking and believing that you're already somebody else, that you all have, and especially if you already say, oh, I have the wisdom I have all the wisdom I need to be able to help other people transform their life. Be very careful with what that wisdom is, because if you are in under the illusions that you have all the steps, while in fact you have not had all the steps, that you may still need to learn or experience it yourself, or not over promising something because especially not over promising because you feel like you have to, then really take a moment to trace your step back, because I said heal enough, you can be a guide for others, but doesn't mean that you bypass certain steps to prop yourself up to be somebody that you're not, because it will catch up with you and it will make you feel more insecure in what you're stepping into as who you are now, whatever it is that you're stepping into. So make sure, like I said, for this new moon, shake everything. See where the clutter, see where you are, see where you're hiding things, see where the part of you that you're masking, see the part of you that you are pushing away or shame about. Be really totally honest. Maturity, inner wisdom require honesty to see all part of you that is undone, to see all part of you that, okay, I still need work on it. Doesn't mean that you need to stop being a guide, but allowing yourself to work through all those steps so that you can also lead others through those steps. One of my mentor always say, don't try to coach somebody 100 steps, far from where you actually are. Like if you're only one step ahead from those who are behind you, then coach them on that one step. Don't try to coach 100 steps if you have not even gone through all those 100 steps. Share what you know. Share because you allow yourself, all those part of you that are undone, that you're shame about, that you are also currently working on. Share that part of you. Share who you are authentically, and light the step for others who are in the same boat, maybe a week ago from you, a month ago from you, a year ago from you. Because those people need the real step, not the big over games, 100 step, further. Bring it more into, again, the pragmatism, the practicality. Own who you are. The maturity comes with you owning all side of who you are and being able to be the guide from this place, not to be the guide thinking and believing you're somebody else. They're thinking and believing that you need to be that somebody else to be able to lead others. In fact, by you staying open, looking into yourself, seeing all part of you, all the part of you that good, bad, all part of you that undone, that are still working in progress, and being able to sit and say, all of these steps came from those other steps that I've done. And those are gems. And this is something that I really want to share with others. I hope that gives you, I hope that gives you perspective on this new pearl. Trust the process of growth and transformation, because the wisdom comes with every step in the way, not bypassing anything. I know with any journey, we always hope for easiness, peacefulness, balance, and harmony. And yet, the pearl, the gem, comes when we are overcoming something. So be open, trust in the guidance of the universe, because the universe will not put you in a situation where you're not going to be fully supported, or it's not going to bring you another level of fortune, abundance. And trust that you're going to be given the strength, the confidence, the courage, the remedy to overcome whatever it is that you need to overcome next. Okay. All right, last one. It's the Sororor Mystica, or the mystical sister. Numerology is 50, 5.0 is 5. 5 is the Mercury. I always identify 5 with Mercury number. So it's always kind of like a messenger, master of change, flow, adapting, exploration, learning. But it also an energy that can go, because Mercury, or what we know as the god Hermes, it can go underworld to the middle world to the upper world and all around. So it's the energy that can go everywhere and sometimes can be very elusive. So with this card, because of the name of the card, the mystical sisters, I feel like this is showing up to let you know that you are surrounded by the support that you need. Whatever it is situation that you're in, you have the support, and you can rely on the support or friendship of the mystical sisters, whether they are in person, there are in the physical beings, or in the spiritual realms, including in ancestors. They all the symbol itself, I always feel like whenever I see this card, especially in today's reading, there's a message, messengers wants to come through and support you. So give yourself a chance to get into stillness and connect with this mystical sister, whether it's pick up a phone, or maybe you find somebody suddenly call you out of the blue or send you an email, or you receiving a message, a symbols, or a feather, or maybe you see a butterfly like this, right? So there's a saying that it wants to tell you to be present, to not feel like you're alone, that supports are here for you. At the same time, sometimes when we're in this magical world of entrepreneurships, or being an online entrepreneur, where everything is so virtual, so we work in our own space, or even if you are in the situation right now where you have any remote jobs, or you're out of jobs, or you're in a position where you're going through change, sometimes it can feel alone, because it is what it is. We can feel alone, and this card wants to remind you that you're not, that there are friendship supports there, wanting to support you, want to uplift you, want to inspire you. So if this is not something that is in your awareness right now, give your time and close your eyes and say, universe, I'm ready for my mystical sister. Show them, show me where they are, who I can rely on, and allow me to have a deep connection with them. At the same time, call somebody, a friend, family, stranger, say hi to a stranger on the street, and also embrace being the mystical sister for somebody else. Because that act of kindness is sometimes what we just need in the moment to shift our energetic being from feeling alone and feeling that you're doing everything yourself to realizing that you're not alone, that you can tap into other people's energy. Because when you smile or you make somebody else happier and you're listening to other people, you're actually going to be feeling happy too and fulfilled because you find other people are happy around you. Okay, so this is a card that encourages you to cultivate a relationship, honesty and unconditional love with your sisterhood, whether here physically or not physically, or even with strangers that you feel like, oh, I feel like that person needs some kind of help. So a smile, a hi is just as valuable as taking action and doing something for others. Now, funny enough, what you need to let go is the card of Mercury. Now, like I said, with Mercury, there could be messages, signals. The key here is to know what the signal is, the right signals for you, because with Mercury, that can go from one realm to another. Anything is possible. So there's a possibility of the seductions of illusion and deception. What you need to let go is to release the temptation to be swayed by superficial promises or something tricky. Now, I know the one card is about sisterhood or connecting and receiving support. The other one, be careful. And this is in alignment with my new moon message earlier. Don't get swayed into believing and thinking that the help that you need has to come in a certain way. Take a step back to discern, do I really need support in this way? Or am I just going for the shiny object syndrome, like the first card, where it looks good, feels good. I feel like I need to because I feel like I'm done, that my healing is not done and I need to really heal myself. While in fact, maybe a smile from a friend, connecting with others who are in the same boat as you are, or being a sister for others who need help, or in a journey that is something that you have experienced, and you can be that source of hope, inspiration for that person, will change the whole thing. So instead of focusing too much on what do I need, what do I have to do, and then get wound up when things are not going your way, and starting to blame your situations or people around you for things that are not going your way, or feeling guilty and rejecting yourself as part of not feeling good in your process. Allow the disillusionment of mistakes, not being in the right path, not being in the right energy. Allow those to be reframed. A good way to do it is change your state, change your energy. If you've been sitting in front of the computer a lot, go for a walk. If you've been inside of a house for too long, go outside in nature. If you've been driving too much, stop, walk. If you've just been in inactive period, go dance. If you've just been crying a lot, turn on the Spotify, find a dancing, happy dancing songs and just go dance with it. Or maybe go find some Comedy Central and just laugh yourself out. That's changing the energy, that's changing the state, and that will bring you back into the reality, not this disillusionment of, oh, I'm not going to make it, I'm alone, I have no support, and etc., etc. Because that's just going to, that disillusionment is just going to create confusion, while in fact the card is already telling you you have all the support you need. You might not see it right away, but it's there. So change your state, change your energy. Don't get disillusioned by whatever your thoughts are trying to dictate you, and feel the presence of the energy that are pushing you forward, that giving you that hands to say, hey, I got you, let's do this. Or be that, so that you can also feel the presence of those hands that giving you the support that you need at all time. All right, my friend, I hope this video is beneficial for you. I would love a comment. Of course, that will help me a lot. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. And for this new moon, until the next video come, I am actually gonna do something fun. I like things fun. For $33, I'll do a short video reading for a question that you have. So limit it to one question. I'm gonna pull 1 or 3 cards to give you the answer or solutions that you're looking for. We're not gonna come on Zoom or anything like that. It'll just be done through via email. $33, you got a short video, short reading from me. If you're interested in that, information is down here. Okay. All right. See you in the next one. Bye now.